none data type is none type. As we have seen is none is a keyword and its data type is none type. Okay. So string data type, another data type is string data type. Here strings in C language we already discussed. In the same way, in Python also strings are used, and in Python string str represents string data type. Okay, so str is equal to welcome. This is example. So strings can either be enclosed in the double quotes or in the single quotes. We can also write strings inside the triple double quotes also. Okay, and a single triple quotes also. Single quotes, single triple quotes to span a group of lines. For example, here we have we have a string with double quotes. Here we have a string with single quotes. Here in this string, it is enclosed with triple double quotes. And here it is enclosed with triple single quotes. So these are all accepted strings in the Python. So triple double quotes or triple single quotes are useful to embed a string inside another string as follows. So why do we use a triple double quotes or triple single quotes? Inside the triple double quotes, if we keep a string, then it means we are embedding another string within the main string. So print str will display this is core book. That means we are allowing this single quote as it is. It is displaying this single quote as it is in the output. So individually, if we write only core Python, string is equal to core Python within the single quotes, then single quote will not be displayed. But here, as we are enclosing it within the triple double quotes, then this is displayed as it is. So that means we are embedding this single quotes inside this triple double quotes. So there are different functions which are used for the string data type. So to manipulate strings, we can use some Python built-in functions or the methods. For example, how do we create a string? How do we create a string? Usually with a string name or a variable name and within the double quotes. So print word, what it prints? Hello world. So we are printing a string. How do we access that? Once we have declared the string with hello world, how do we access that? Letter is equal to word of 0. Within the square brackets, if we mention the index, then it is going to display the first letter of the string. That means H. H is going to display. So letter is accessing the first letter of the string word. Okay. And length of the string. How to find the length of the string? With the function length function, we can find the length of the string. For example, word is equal to hello world. This is the string. And length of word is going to find the length of the string hello world. And find here word is equal to hello world and word dot count of L. How many L's are there? That means we are using the function count. Count function is used to count the letter. How many times it is repeating in the string. And word dot find. Find function returns the index where that particular character is found. So find H. H, where is it found? It is found at the 0th index. That's why the output is 0. Word dot index world. What is index? Find the letters world in the string. So where it is found, this word, here we tried to find only H, but here we are trying to find complete word. So find is used to find a single letter in a string. And if we want to find words, then we have to use the function index. Hope you all understood this one. If we want to find the words, then we have to use the function index. Next, count. So count, we already know how to find the count. Count number of spaces. So S is equal to count number of spaces. Here we have here we give the letter L, and here we are counting the spaces. No, nothing difference. Here we have used the word, and here we are using the yes. Name of the string here is yes. Name of the string here is word. Not, there is no difference. So count is a function which is used to count number of times the letter repeated in the string. Find function is used to find the index where that particular letter is found. Index function is used to find where that particular word is found in the string. And repeat strings. So print double quotes dot. That means we need to print dot. How many times? 10 times multiplied by 10. That means 10 dots are being printed. Okay. So text data type, slicing. So for the same string, how do we do slicing? Slicing of the string. So using the square brackets, 0 to 1. That means get one character from the 0th index. 0th index to one character. That means it only gets the one character. Here print word 0 to 3. That means from the character 0 to 3. That means 2. 2, 0, 1 and 2. 3 characters will be displayed. Okay. And next here colon 3. That means the starting index is not mentioned. The starting index is not mentioned. That means from the starting to 3 characters it will display. Minus 3. That means last 3 characters will be displayed. Okay. See here. For example, if we take hello world, okay, we'll test with this one. Word dot. This is the string. Word start to end. Item start through end minus 1. Okay. Word started and end is not mentioned. That means items start the rest of the list. From starting element to rest of the list, all the elements will be traversed. And till the end. Next is till the end. Items beginning through minus 1, through end minus 1. And only colon, a copy of whole list, complete string will be displayed. Next, split strings. How do we split a string? Using the split function. Split function. Split with a split on a white space. Whenever there is a white space, I mean the space between hello and world, there is a space. So whenever it encounters a space, the word or the string is split. That means string is split into two strings. Hello is one string now, world is another string. Previously, it was hello world was only one string, but here it is one string with two words. Now it is split with the two words. Starts with, ends with. These are the string functions again in the Python. So word dot start with H. Whatever the words are there in the string which start with H should be found in the string, and if it is found, then it displays true. So starts with, ends with are both the Boolean functions. That means if the word which starts with the specified letter are found in the string, then it returns the true value. And if the word is not found, then it returns the false value. Okay. So in the same way, there are different functions like split starts with the replace and upper, lower. Upper is used to convert the whole string to uppercase, and lower is used to convert whole string to lowercase. And title, whatever the title of the string is there, that will be displayed. And capitalize means the string dot capitalize it to capital. It changes the letters of the words to capital letters. Swap case, and if the uppercase is there, then lowercase will be displayed. Lowercase is there, uppercase will be displayed. I mean, swapping the cases. Okay, reversing, using the reversed string. Okay, these are the string functions in the Python. And strip is another function. Strip is another function in the Python. This is very important function in the Python. Usually we use many times in the Python programming language. Strip. Whenever it encounters a space, then the strip. That means the removes both the ends. Strip removes both the ends. Left strip removes leading characters, and right strip removes trailing characters after the specified character. Here we specified only the space, that's why it's removing the spaces, leading spaces and trailing spaces. For example, here print word. Word is 3 leading spaces for the XYZ and 3 trailing spaces for the XYZ. So when we used print word, it's been printing with the 3 leading and 3 trailing spaces. When we use print word dot strip, then it is going to strip both the leading and trailing spaces. When we use only L strip, then it is stripping only the left spaces. When we use the right R strip, then R strip function, it is going to strip the right side spaces of the string. Next, concatenation. To concatenate strings, we use the plus operator as we did in the C language. We use the same concatenation operator, and join. For joining, we use dot join. Okay, join function. Okay, in the same way, partition. Partitions the string from the word. It partitions into three elements. Before the word, before the matching word, and the same word, and after the matching word. So when the text is I could eat bananas all days, and X is text dot partition bananas full. So bananas is the one word which matches it. Okay, when it, so the partition function divides this complete string into 3 partitions. First partition is before the match, I could eat, and second partition is exact match, and the third partition is all day. So in this way, it partitions the string. Next, testing. So when we are going to test, it is going to return either true or false, or that means it is going to return the Boolean value. So these are the functions in the Python which return either true or false. We are testing whether it is isAlnum is a function which tests whether it is alphanumeric number or not, and isAlpha, it tests whether the string is alphabetic, and isDigit tests whether the string is digit. IsTitle tests whether the string contains title words. IsUpper tests whether the string is uppercase. IsLower tests whether the string is lowercase, and isSpace tests if the string contains spaces, and ends with, starts with, we already saw ends with and starts with. Returns true if it ends with D, and false if it doesn't ends with D. Starts with H, returns true if it starts with H, and it returns false if it doesn't start with H. So now we'll discuss about other data types like numeric data types. Numeric data types, as we all know, integers, floating point numbers. So here in Python language, we can directly assign the value to the variable, and we can know the type of that variable. This a is equal to 5 as the number is 5 is integer data type. So we are going to get the type of a output as class integer. And the same way when we give the 6.2, this is decimal number. So type of C returns the class float. And the complex numbers. What is a complex number? It is a real component with some imaginary component. That imaginary component is not known to us. That's why this data type is complex data type. Imaginary numbers can be added to integers and floating point numbers also. So, for example, Here it is float 2.1 compute. This is the variable name compute sum. So this compute sum is compute plus float. So we are adding the decimal to complex number. Decimal to complex number. Okay. Print complex sum. It is a combination of complex number plus decimal number. So what is this complex number? Complex number is nothing but some imaginary component j. So complex number usually is represented like this 4 plus 2j. Okay. Integer is equal to 3, type integer, it is class int. Complex sum is equal to complex plus integer. Then complex sum, when we try to print this one, it is going to display some integer is 3 and complex is 3 plus 4 plus 2j. We already know what is comp value. Comp value is 4 plus 2j. Integer is 3. So 7 plus 2j is the output for this. Here float value is 2.1 and complex value is 4 plus 2j. So answer is 4 plus 2, 1 is 6.1 plus 2j is the output. So Boolean data type, it returns either the true or false. Here true or false also, when we are writing the program in Python, true should start with capital T and false should start with capital F. This is about a Boolean data type. It also displays whether it is true or false. B is false, type B, that it is of type Boolean class. Okay, next. So integers and floats as Boolean values. So we can directly know the value of the variable is 0, variable value is 0, and we are trying to find the truth value of the variable. 0 means it is false. That's why we know it is false. Okay, variable is 1. 1 means true. That means Boolean value of 1 is true. 9.7 minus 9.7. Boolean value of variable 3 is true. Some kind of value is there. It is not 0. If it is 0, it is false. Some kind of value is there. That's why it is giving us true. Okay, sequences. Now we'll discuss about the sequences in Python. As we all know, what is a sequence? Sequence is set of elements or group of elements or group of items is a sequence. Sequence can be group of integer items, group of similar items, group of similar items. As we all know, group of similar items are grouped, and in C language they are named by the array. But here we name them by either strings, list, tuple, range. Okay, these are the sequences in the Python. Okay, so first we'll discuss about the lists. What is lists? Lists are collection of items. Those items can either be strings, integers, or even other lists. Okay, lists are usually enclosed in square brackets. Do remember, lists are enclosed in the square brackets. I'm stressing on this because list is set of elements. In the same way, tuple is also set of elements, but tuple is enclosed in the parenthesis brackets. Lists are enclosed in the square brackets. Difference is lists are unordered collection of elements and tuples are ordered collection of elements. Okay, we'll see the difference later. First, we'll see the example. List is nothing but different items separated using the comma, and they are enclosed within the square brackets. So this is integer, this is negative integer, this is decimal value, this is string value enclosed within single quotes, this is string value enclosed within the double quotes. Okay, see, we'll see what how do we create a list. Okay, and how do we find a list length? How do we create a list? Just giving the variable name and giving the variable values. Okay, the variable values can either be strings, numbers, floating point numbers, or anything else. Just we saw the example. In the same way, how do we find the list length of the list? Length using the length function. Okay, list is declared and then we are finding the length of the list. list indexing. As we all know, list is nothing but set of elements. In C language, set of elements are enclosed, are nothing but arrays. How do you find access the array elements? Using the index value. So in the same way, list also list elements are also accessed using the index value. List of 0 is first element, list of 1 is second element, and list of 2 is third element. List slicing. What is again slicing? Accessing parts of the segment is known as slicing. Okay, list can be accessed just like strings by using the square brackets operator. And the slicing is usually with the colon end. Value represents the first value that is not in the selected slice. So the difference between end and start is number of elements selected. Default step is 1. Okay. So these are the steps to slice. How do we slice a list? We already saw a few examples. Okay. So slicing is, now we'll see split. Split is another function. So split is another function, split. Okay. So this is the list. This is the list, my list. So this is my list with the elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is the new list, my list dot split. So this complete list is splitted using the, wherever we see semicolon, that is splitted to one list again. So that's why 1 is first element, second element is 2, like that it is split. The list of elements are splitted using the delimiter, specified delimiter. How do we append the list? List append. Main difference between the list and tuple is list elements can be mutable, but tuple elements cannot be mutable. That means once a tuple is created, the elements cannot be added to or deleted from the tuple. But here we can, list of elements can be appended or removed. That's why we can use the function append. Append function will add an element to the end of the list. Okay, like this we can add. And next, list insert. Insert is another function where we are going to insert particular word or the particular element into the present list at the specified index. At the specified index, we are going to insert the value which we want to insert. Append adds the element to the end of the list, but insert adds the element to particular index value. Okay. List remove. We can remove element from the list, and list delete deletes the element at particular location. Okay. And these are other list functions like extend, append, and these functions. And there is another function called list reverse, which reverses the complete order of the list. So here the list one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And when we used the reverse function, it displays 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As we can see here 0, 10, 20, 40. It is, when we use the function reverse, it is going to print 40, 20, 10, and 1. Okay, next. List methods. So these are the methods which we just saw. Okay. List functions. Byte data type. Byte data type represents a group of byte numbers just like an array does. A byte number is any position from 0 to 255. The value of the byte number cannot be changed. That means byte is immutable. But Python allows the byte data type which can store the values from 0 to 255 and display those values. Byte array data type is similar to byte data type, but the byte array can be modified. Byte cannot be modified. Byte values should be between the 0 to 255 only, but byte array value can be modified. That means it is mutable. Okay. See here the values of 20, 20, 0, 40, 15. So x of 0 is actually 10. Now we are changing the value of x of 0 to 88, and x of 1 value, that means 20, is replaced with 99. But in the previous slide, when we try to change x of 0 to 55, it gives error because usually the byte numbers cannot be changed. Once it is declared, the elements cannot be changed when we use the bytes function. Okay. Byte arrays can be changed. The elements can be changed. This is a major difference between the byte and byte array. Just now we saw this example. And next, this is important data type, tuple. Just now we discussed about the list data type. List data type elements cannot be, list data type elements are not ordered, but tuple data type elements are ordered. And list data type can be changed. That means we can add elements, we can insert elements, we can remove elements, we can delete the elements in the list. But in tuple, the elements cannot be added or changed. That means tuple is immutable. Okay. And tuple is written with the round brackets, whereas the list we wrote with the square brackets. So tuple is similar to list. Tuple contains group of elements which can be of different data types. Okay. Tuple is a collection of objects which ordered and immutable, as we just discussed. Okay. How do we access a tuple? Similar as we try to access the list with the index, in a similar way, tuple can also be accessed using the index only. Okay. Next, dictionary. This is another very important data type in the Python. Dictionary. Dictionary is a collection which is unordered, changeable, and indexed. Unordered like list, changeable like list, and indexed like list. But the only difference between the dictionary and list is dictionary holds the key value pairs. Dictionary holds the key value pairs. For example, brand is Ford, model is Mustang, year is 1964. That means this is a key and this is a value. For this dictionary, three key value pairs are there. Key value pairs, three key value pairs are there. So dictionary is a data structure which is nothing but it holds associative array type of data. Dictionary consists of collection of key value pairs. Each key value pair maps to key to its associated value. Okay, keys are unique, but values can be values may not be unique. Okay, accessing items in the dictionary. How do we access the items in the dictionary? Directly, we can access the items in the dictionary using the key name. Using the key name, we can access the items in the dictionary. Okay. Using the get function also, we can access the key name. Okay. This is one way to access the dictionary, and this is the function to get the value of the model. Okay. Next, change values. That means modifying the values. How do we modify them? So this dictionary year was 1964. Now we are changing it to 2018. That is directly we are assigning the different value to the dictionary key. To the key, we can add different value. Next, dictionary length. Length of this dictionary. Similar length function is used to calculate the length of dictionary. And adding items as it can be changeable. List dictionary can also be changeable. So this dictionary, to this dictionary, we are adding another key color for which the value is red. So print this dictionary, it prints 4 values. Apart from these 3, it adds this item also. So 4 values will be printed. Next, set data type. Set is another unordered collection of distinct hash table objects. Set distinct, that means unique elements will be there. Unlike list elements, set is unique set of elements. Set is unique elements. So list may contain duplicate elements, but set doesn't contain any duplicate elements. Set is also of type two types, set and frozen set. Set is mutable. That means the contents can be changed, but frozen set is immutable. Okay. its contents cannot be altered. Okay, these are the few basics for the Python. Thank you for patiently listening to my lecture. Thank you very much.